Hi, Sue Gray Lawyer, just giving you an update on the Vax Challenge, which is going to be heard in the High Court Wellington on Wednesday the 12th of May. So really exciting news. We've now got a very highly respected barrister joined our team, Warren Pike from Auckland. And I've had some really good conversations with Warren. He's got some great experience in all of our courts and on the process and the procedure. And this has been necessary because I'd hoped that when I wrote to the Crown and explained these concerns about the vaccine, that the Crown would cooperate and would address the concerns and we could resolve things amicably. But that hasn't happened. What's happened instead is they've dug in, they're trying to defend their actions, and not only that, they've actually come harder at the public, pushing their vaccine with this new legislation, this new no job, no jab legislation. We're not talking about that legislation in this court case. What we're talking about in this court case is the vaccine approval legal at all? Because the vaccine approval was done as a provisional consent, which the law allows only for a limited number of persons. It's a very, very simple question. All we've got is one day on the 12th of May, starting at 10 a.m. in the morning. It's a public open court. We've got that day to cover as much of this important ground as we possibly can, in the hope that the judge will be able to give us an urgent decision so everybody will know their rights going forwards. And it's really exciting that we've got Warren joining us, because it looks like the Crown is not going to roll over, and they've given us almost no information so far. They've simply responded to my letter a couple of days ago, basically saying that my letter's been overtaken by events because of the court proceedings, and so they really aren't going to give me any information at all. We expect to get a massive dump of documents from the Crown on Wednesday, which is the date that the judge has directed 1 week ahead of the hearing, when they have to give us their evidence. And it's great that we've got Warren in the team, so we've now got a bigger team to look at all these documents. We really, really appreciate everybody's help with supporting us with all the research people have been giving me, all the things they've found, and of course also your generous financial contributions that help us pay for people's time, because if you haven't been involved in one of these court cases, it's very hard to understand just how much work is involved. I'm pretty much working on it from the minute I wake up in the morning until I go to bed at night, just trying to get all the paperwork organised and get everything, the research done. And Warren is the same. He's already done a lot of work just talking to me before the KTI group engaged him. And we really, really appreciate his role. He's agreed to work on a fixed fee to make it much more feasible for community fundraising, but we do still really, really need your help. If you want any more information about the case, we've set up a website, www.kti.org.nz, and that's got some of the most important up-to-date information about the case. It's also got information if you want to donate to the case, and we're trying to keep any more information that comes in that's relevant and interesting on there. That's also got a register that's been set up, so if anybody's had adverse effects or they've had bullying at work to get the vaccine that they don't want, you can report it on the register. You don't have to disclose your full name publicly. You do need to give us your name and contact details in case we need to verify anything with you. But it's a place for some of these many, many messages that are flying around on Facebook to actually get centralised. You still need to report these incidents to CARMS, because that's the government's register, and what our public register will do is it'll be a bit of a check and balance on what CARMS is telling us, because there's no point having a public register that the government's running that we can't access. So we need to know that what's coming out of that is true and correct. And in the meantime, people can look at the register on the KTI website, kti.org.nz, and find out information for themselves. So yeah, thanks everyone again. I'm absolutely blown away by the direction this has taken, all of the support, the incredible messages, you know, the doctors, the police officers, the custom officers, nurses, all sorts of people from all around the country. I've had retired military people saying, this is not what we fought for. This is not why we stood up for New Zealand. It's just overwhelming, and I do apologise that I can't answer everybody personally, but I'm doing the best I can to keep you all informed of what's happening. And thank you again. We'll keep you posted. We'll do another update probably before court and again after the court hearing, so everyone knows what's going on.